I'm here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, to all my Orbeez. I'm here, you're here, and those hating ass bitches are over there. So let's get started with this YouTube video today. So I just wanted to say happy holidays to everyone. And if you're alone today, well, at least you have me, hunty, okay? So let's get into this spiel today. So today we're gonna be doing a snack mukbang. As you guys seen, we have our corn nuts. Oh my goodness. So these are some of my favorite snacks, you guys. So now you guys know the tea, the real spill, okay? So we have corn nuts ranch flavor, okay? We have our Lipton tea cold. Now this is usually good in the freezer. Oh my goodness, a slushy type. Oh my goodness, so good, okay, honey? We have our hot chips Twinkies. My ice cream that I enjoy is a Snicker ice cream bar. And then I always love to get like a slushy. You guys, I was already drinking it. And speaking of like a slushy slurpee, okay, hunty. So today's story time is gonna be the time I got caught sucking. Okay, I got caught sucking that pipe. Okay, so let's get into this spiel, right? So I did do a story time on this, but I ended up taking it down because of the simple fact that at that time I thought it was just too much for my viewers or whatever. But you know, I had people asking me why did I take it down, you know, and I just can't please everybody. So here we are, I'm doing the video again. And then plus I kind of missed some details in there too, I think, or whatever the case may be, or whatever. And so here we go again, okay, honey? So let's get into this story time / mukbang, okay? So I tried this. Well, not tried it. I already know how it tastes. And I did not set it on my table. Y'all walk out the bag, okay, honey? I'm not trifling like that. So this ice cream melting, so. Okay, so I'm sorry, guys. So we gonna call him. Let's see. We gonna call him Big Pipe, right? So Big Pipe, you know, we knew each other from high school or whatever. We was just getting out of school, right? And we have been talking for a moment at this point. You know, he was on the down low. He was on the basketball team too. And he was so fine. He was, you know, I can't give too much details. All I can say is he was so fine. He was, I can't really like give too much of a description of him because y'all gonna know who I'm talking about. Y'all gonna know who I'm talking about, for real. I ain't gonna do that. So boom. This is so good. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so me and Big Pipe, we knew each other in high school. And, oh, y'all, my elbows are itchy as hell. We knew each other in high school. And he was cute or whatever. Damn. Fucking fly. Hold on, y'all. So it was after school. You know, he texted me and he was like, you know, come around the corner. I'm gonna come pick you up. So he was like, but wait until, everybody leave or whatever to come to the corner. So the way that my school was set up was, so the school was on this street. Okay, so it was this one big street, and then it was this, and then you turn on this street is where the buses would be at. He wanted me to meet him on the corner, like, I don't know. You guys would have to know how the, excuse me, you guys would have to know how the street looks for me to tell you, but basically, he told me to meet him at the corner. I already knew what corner he was talking about, whatever, so boom. So boom. So I was like, okay. So I waited till all the buses left. I waited till everybody was, really done walking home, cause people used to walk. Cause the corner he wanted me to go to, people would walk that way. So I waited until like everybody was done walking. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. So I had, got into the car, or whatever. So so that's that. So boom. So we in the car or whatever. Now this is our first time actually meeting up. Now it's so crazy because I had a class with him and we used to be like feeling on each other. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I'm saying. And the crazy thing about it is, so this dude used to like talk about me in front of everybody, but I told him to make it seem like we ain't really had anything going on or whatever, right? So boom, bitch, you gotta know how to play it, okay? So boom, boom, boom. So like, he used to like talk about me, but like not nothing too bad. Like, we used to be bickering or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So boom. So then we was sitting by each other or whatever. And like the way our seats was, like when we just end up sitting by each other, that's how the teacher had assigned our seats or whatever. So during this period though, we was like, touching each other, whatever. And so that was just that boom, you know what I'm saying? So, but this was our first time. So fast forward, this was our first time actually, like meeting up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like the only time that we really saw each other was like in school. We had a gym class together, and I used to come to like the games or whatever, and like the practices or whatever. And that was just that. But not to like necessarily see him. I was already there, being that girl, serving the looks, just being that bitch, you know what I'm saying? All the girls was always, around. I was top center bitch, okay? Like, if you wasn't with me, bitch, then where the fuck was you at, honey? Okay, so boom. So, fast forward, so I get in this car, we talking or whatever. And then I kind of caught feelings for this dude just because of the simple fact that we have had known each other for so long. We knew each other in middle school or whatever. And I caught feelings for him, but I just knew it's not realistic. Me and him being a thing is just not realistic. I think that I thought too deep about it or whatever. So I'm kind of was like, I would say that because after this situation I was going to tell you guys about, we have had, you know, you know, or whatever. And I don't really like to talk too much about, stuff that I did with people in high school because I really do not want people putting things together. But, and also too, like, oh, I got ice cream on these shits. And I also too, like, I just was really just so dumb, dumb in high school. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just kind of just want to, like, push all that behind me or whatever. But here we go. So, boom. So, we in the car or whatever. And I'm just like, we feeling on each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, the normal thing or whatever. And I had, like, stopped him. And I was just like, so... I was like, so... How do you feel about doing this? Was this your first time with a T girl or whatever? And he was just like, I mean, you just look like a female to me. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, I was really trying to have a conversation with him. And it was like, he was trying to have a conversation with me too. But But it's just like he only wanted one thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of the reason why I stopped talking to him, because it's ice cream, because I really wanted more out of it, but clearly, I think I expected more, and I think I should have just been more realistic with the whole situation or whatever. But boom. So, oh, and I love licking my chips. Y'all, I'm a snack girl. Okay. So boom. So, the conversation really got dead really quick. That's when he leaned in to kiss on my neck and stuff. And I'm sorry, that's one thing that's gonna get too much information. So boom. So, he did that, and then that's when I started feeling on him, and he was getting like real hard or whatever, right? He was getting real hard, okay, real hard, and so. So I started getting a little wet down there. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is too much. And I'm so glad that I had, like, you cannot watch my videos. If you're not 18 or older, you cannot watch my videos. So that's just it. So he was getting a little wet or whatever. And I was a little freak. So you know what I'm saying? So I pulled down his pants. Oh my goodness. I pulled down his pants and I spit on it, and then I was deep throwing it, right? Boom, boom, boom. Now, and at this time, mind you, like, girl, I'm just all over the place, right? So he started, going underneath my pants, under my underwear. My booty's all up on the by the window or whatever. He rubbing my booty or whatever. Like, girl, just in between my thighs, going up and down, beach. Like, girl, like, I damn near just wanted to take my shit over there, but I'm not, excuse me, I didn't want to get in the car because, girl, it was too, he had a fishbowl car beach, okay? His shit wasn't even tinted, so I was not going to get in the car, okay? I was gonna give a little head game or whatever, but that's about it. You know what I'm saying? That's something. But like, I could easily pop up my head just in case if somebody come. But clearly somebody ain't up coming. So boom. So, and this is the dumb part. Like I told you guys, I was a little slow. In high school, whatever. Well, I wasn't slow, but bitch, I wasn't too quick on my feet. Okay. So So, so the officer was an officer. So this is the time. So by the time that we doing all of this, like, he ain't really, like, we was just messing around or whatever, kissing and stuff back and forth. Then I went back, giving him top. This time after school was just get it out. So boom. So the office, it was something that happened that day, but I don't know. But the officers was out or whatever, and they was just like, going around, just checking out the scene by school, because we was still by the school. And we like was so dumb. Like, he was, and he's more dumb than I was, because, we out here doing this, because it was getting a little dark too at this time though, because this was during like the winter time. So in Chicago, like during even out here in Florida now, it gets dark like around 4 or 5 o'clock, whatever. But so and so I'm surprised he didn't want to move the car. So, the officers and stuff was coming. And this is the officer that worked at the school. Yes. So, hold on, before we get into all that, I think somebody had called the police. Yes. Somebody had called the police. And this is so crazy, because this isn't I'm not even gonna talk about the other story time. But yeah. So boom. So so we hear a knock on the thing. We hear a knock. And I'm like, no way, Jose, honey. No way, Jose, okay? So he was like, excuse me, can you roll down the windows? And he was just like, so what are we doing here? And I was just like, oh, we was just sitting here chilling or whatever. Girl, at this time, my gloss was all over my face. It was wet. His pants was really pulled up real fast. I had my girl at this time I was wearing boxers. And I was still like I didn't even pull up my pants or whatever. When we heard the knock or whatever, like he kind of pulled up his pants pretty quick, and like I told you, I just slipped it out. So he ain't really pull his pants all the way down. So then that's when he was just like, okay, well, I don't think that's what you guys were doing, so I'm gonna need to ask you guys to, show me your IDs and stuff like this. And I'm like, first of all, you know who we are because he seen me and him before in school. I know he seen me. And I was like, you know who we are. You know what I'm saying? And that's when, and I just thought it was weird too, because I didn't know. Okay, and this is another thing I didn't know. So the police officer that had pulled us over, he worked at the school, but he was actually a real officer though, like in the village though. So at first I'm just thinking in my head, like, you just a school officer. You get what I'm saying? And so he was just like, I was like, you know who we are. And he was just like, he was like, you're right, I do. I'm going to let you guys slide or whatever. Honestly, I think his ass was jealous or whatever that he couldn't get his oak sucked or whatever. Because let me tell you something about him. He will always, because before that situation had happened on, and like when I first came to that school, I used to get hella compliments. I even had a story time about me sleeping with a teacher or whatever. I took that down too, you guys. But yeah. So but anyway, like I got hella compliments, and he used to always be looking at me weird. He used to always tell me cause he knows that I'm trans. Cause me and the officer actually had to talk. So that's why I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he was just jealous or whatever, but he was just like telling me about if anybody ever has, issues with me or whatever, come to him. And then he was just like telling me how beautiful I look or whatever. Just like really weird shit though. Like you guys would have to be there to know what I'm talking about. I'm not really trying to assume that he was trying to get on there with me, or that he was trying to, vibe with me, flirt with me or whatever. But like you guys really have to be like, I was getting really funny vibes from him. But I'm not gonna be the type to assume, but that's what the fuck he was giving me, okay, at that time. But so yeah, and and then after that though, the dude was mad at me or whatever. Like I feel so bad for him. He was just like so stuck and shocked or whatever because this dude is popular or whatever. So like, I'm sorry, the school that I went to, teachers was messy, all that type of stuff. So, but I mean, the officer didn't really see anything. Really, I don't really know because he knocked at the back window though, like before he actually came to where we was at, in the front window. So I don't really know. Guys, I didn't even eat my snacks how I wanted to. I don't know. That's just so crazy to me. But long story short though, me and the dude, we stopped talking for a moment after that happened, but yeah, did nothing. Like he thought that people were gonna find out and stuff, but that never happened. And that's when we stopped talking again. And I went over to his house after school. We were messing around. And he told me I got an addiction to you. Well, at that time, he said my real name. He was like, I got an addiction to you. It's just something about you. He was just like, honestly, Aubrey, you're a real cool person. But I know it seems like I'm only sexually drawn into you, but I would really kick it with you if, people wasn't so judgmental on this. That was just that. But then I was just like, so somebody had came around, we've been around like the whole year, but summer had came around, and then into the next year, we stopped really talking to each other really. Because I had like a whole different outlook on like myself, the world, like just shit in general that I was just like, I can't really be fucking with him like that. So y'all, that's the team. On the time I got caught. Okay, so hope you guys have a very, 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 very good holidays. And until next time, you guys.